Dighty. Got my suspenders on. Got my suspenders on. We're live. It's April the 3rd. I almost said the 4th. April the 3rd, 2024. Countdown. I said countdown to the eclipse. Let me check. Christy's got, I can't remember what it is. A roast of some kind in a, what do you call that thing? A crock pot? And I got to turn it on low before I leave, but at what time? So when do I put crock pot on low? She hasn't responded yet, so I'm waiting to hear because I need to go out to Flint shortly. My goodness, 7.4 magnitude earthquake that just demolished, just rocked Taiwan early this morning. 9 people confirmed dead and 943 injured, and that's just so far. They had a tsunami warning. They called off the tsunami warning, and we were live yesterday, and I was talking about the 7.5 magnitude earthquake in Japan. The earthquakes are ramping up. The earthquakes are off the charts, and all this leading up. You got to look at the big picture. You got to look at everything to the eclipse on Monday. And what I had seen on the news, I don't know if it's true or not. There's not going to be another eclipse for 900 million years. I don't buy that. They say that every year, and then there's one a year later or 2 years later. Last one was in 2017, but lot of things and leading up, and look what's going on. You got to look at the big picture. Look what's going on in Israel right now. Under the Biden regime, they've turned their back on Israel. They're not supporting Israel. You got all of this Palestinian protesters and free Gaza, and don't they realize what they did to the Jewish women and the rape and the abuse of raping the one and cutting off her breast and playing catch with it? But we're supposed to ceasefire when they annihilated the Jewish people in their beds and the elderly in wheelchairs and cut off their heads and parachuted in during that concert, and it was just an annihilation. Talk about Donald Trump's bloodbath, but that's I don't know. Maybe there is something to this. Maybe there is something to all of this, but I'm trying out suspenders because I've had so many surgeries, and it's hard to wear a belt because it cuts into my abdomen where I've had all the surgeries and where I have my permanent colostomy, and it's very uncomfortable. This is comfortable, but there's nothing touching. There's no belt buckle to cut into my belly, my Dunlap syndrome. My belly Dunlapped over my pants. But anyway, I want to come out here this morning, and this world, I'm telling you, is just, hi, Ed. This world is just, Ed, it's on a downward spiral. It's like Father God said, Jesus, go along, and he spun the earth, and it's spinning out of control. And only Jesus can catch us, Ed. I don't know what we're going to do. Ed, let me ask you, suspenders or belt? What do you like? I'm trying suspenders. I really like these. I had no idea. They're like $6 on Amazon. They were really, really cheap. So I thought I'd try a cheap pair first. And these are comfortable. And the whatever floats your boat, I don't have a boat, Ed. I could make a boat. I got the dogs one of them little plastic swimming pools for summer, but that's all. I got to get him another one because Cheeto tears it up. He gets in there and he does this with his paws. He's afraid of the water, and then of course Skooks, the black lab, loves the water, but he tears up the pools. So I mean, I could get a plastic pool and sit in it and get some oars, and then my boat might float. I don't know. I don't know. Or I could just walk around in my boxers. That might. I don't think I might not be able to go out though in my boxers. I don't know. It's a gloomy day here, Ed. It's not like Australia, 100 degrees and mosquitoes, skeeters, big as hummingbirds, and snakes, pythons. We don't have any pythons roaming around or gators, but or no roos. No roos. We don't have no kangaroos. Do they really box, Ed? I see them boxing on YouTube videos. I've seen them boxing away. Is that real? That's not real. They look like gigantic rabbits on steroids. Where's Sister Ellen and Nancy? Where's Kimmy Humphreys? Doesn't a kangaroo look like an overgrown rabbit that went to Powerhouse Gym and took some steroids? Don't they look like big giant rabbits? And they're muscular. I'm telling you, they're look at they're they're muscular. They're muscular. I'm getting my strength back. I'm getting my strength back. Look out. Look out. Jump, shout, and you better look out. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why. PD is coming to town. Ed, are you ready for the eclipse on Monday? Are you ready, Ed? Are you ready for whatever is to come? They do box. How do they know how to box? And they stand upright. Do you have one, Ed? Have you ever had one as a pet? Can you have them in Australia as pets? I think some people in America have them as pets, but I don't think you should. I think they belong in their natural setting, their natural habitat. That's why I'm not liking on zoos like the Detroit Zoo we've got here, and there's other zoos, and they got exotic birds trapped in cages. That's not their environment. That's not their habitat. And then they've got exotic animals. And Christy was talking about that. We went up north, and Toggy Fool will look at this up in the UP to the bear ranch, and they need to be in their habitat. And we stopped at this one little mini zoo, and the poor lions were they didn't have they didn't have any toys to play with. So I don't know. I'm just I feel bad for the animals that are locked up in cages. I had a not a cockatoo, a cockatiel that talked a number of years ago, and my sister Suzanne had a parakeet named Julie, and Julie would whistle the song Daisy. And if you would whistle the bird would dance and whistle Daisy, 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 give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. To save them, you can have them for some time and then let them go. Oh, that's interesting. Do they eat a lot? Do you have to put diapers on them, Ed? Do you gotta put a diaper? How does it use a bathroom like a person? Does it stand up and the male stand up and the female sit down? I'm just curious about these kangaroos. I want one. No, I don't want one. I got enough with our doggies. I got enough with our doggies, our fur babies, our fur critters. I might want a rabbit though. I don't think Christy's going to go for another pet. I don't like snakes. I don't like iguana. A friend of mine's got one of those iguanas, and I think of that movie Night of the Iguana. I don't like lizards. I had a chameleon when I was little. I went in elementary school to with our class to the Shrine Circus in Detroit, and everyone got a little chameleon. I don't know if we had to pay for it or they were given to us, and I don't know. And we seen that in talk about chameleons. I think they had a different name though, but they changed color according to the environment. In North Carolina, in Hatteras Island, where we were, and we'd get up in the Airbnb in the morning, and there they would be, and they'd be sitting on the fence, and they'd turn the color of the leaves. But I never liked snakes. Anything that hisses. I had an ex-wife that she hissed, and I've been scared of snakes ever. I better be careful. Um, uh, I love everyone, even even the ex-wife. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you need to do number two, we call it a kangaroo poo. It's a kangaroo poo. But I hope you got a big leaf or a corn cob or something. I don't know. I'm getting gross here in the morning. And I hope everyone's had breakfast, but we're talking about kangaroo poo. Poo on you, Ed. Poo on you. We're heading out with our ministry. I got to get my self going here. And no offerings to our ministry, Ed. Nobody's giving to our ministry. And I love you all. And all we can do is pray. And those that do give, like Sister Diane, and um, so many that we just pray that the offerings would come forward. We pray that the offerings would come forward. I love you. Let me check my phone again, because I've got Ronda Rousey tells News Nation a wrestler reached for her sweatpants string, and she's not surprised. What? You know who Ronda Rousey is, right? Wrestler grabbed sweatpants string. Uh, oh, that's all got to do with that. Vince McMahon accused of sexual assault. He's got as much problems as Donald Trump. I don't know, are we? I heard now that it's going to be visible at a maximum of 4 minutes. The sun's going to go dark for 4 minutes, not 3 days. What, a drill for what? Are we supposed to hide under our desk? I heard some schools are closing. I need a tinfoil hat. I heard that schools are closing, Ed, and people. I don't think I'm out every day. I don't see the stores. I don't see people really stocking up. Look at my suspenders. Look at Ellen. Anonymous, what do you think of my suspenders? They're comfortable. My belly can just hang. My belly can just flop. They do a belly flop. That's all right. But I always wear my shirts untucked, so that's the only downfall with suspenders. You just can't wear them your shirt out because it bunches up in the back. But it does save a lot of strain on my stomach. I've had so many surgeries, surgery upon surgery, and I've got a makeshift belly button. It's not even a belly button. It's something they made to look like one, and I'm just cut all scarred and all the colon resections I've had, and so a belt buckle just hurts. I'm telling you, it's not comfortable. It cuts into um, where the surgeons had cut. So I'm going to try suspenders for a little while. I like the black. These were, excuse me, how much were they? I got them on Amazon. I didn't tell Christy. She doesn't want me on Amazon. But what did I pay for them? I'm going to show them to you right now. I want to buy it again. Oh, they were $5.99. See that? Someone go on Amazon and get me a red pair a blue pair, and a white pair. They're $5.99. I want a red pair, a white pair, and a blue pair. And I got the black. And that's what they look like. For $5.99. I don't know what company. It's called RBOCOTT store. Visit the RB RBO Cot store. RBOCOTT store. And $5.99. You can't beat that. You can't beat that with a baseball bat. We can't say bloodbath. Trump, Trump did that. He was in my state, Michigan. Oh, he doesn't like Gretchen Whitmer. He doesn't like Gretchen. He was talking about Gretchen, about her husband during the pandemic. He was the only one that didn't have to lock down. He was taking his boat out, out on the lake, and got caught. While everybody else is under lockdown, Whitmer and her husband, they decided they're going to go out on the boat, out on the lake. Trump reminded everyone of that. And, he threw that word out because the mainstream media went nuts. They went crazy when the other day he said bloodbath. So they twisted it, and he's going to cause a bloodbath, another January insurrection, 6. And that he was talking about the migrant crisis. So, boy, he led into it yesterday in Michigan using the bloodbath, saying, oh, they're going to come and get me now. The fake news in the back. But I said bloodbath. So, yeah, this world has gone crazy. We need an eclipse to maybe these liberal left lunatics, maybe the eclipse will affect their brain and bring them all back to their senses. I don't know. But Rapture, Indiana, oh my goodness, or Ohio or something. I love you guys. Heading out with our ministry. Please pray for our ministry and outreach to the homeless, and give if you can. Please give to our ministry. I love you. Be safe. I'll be back a little later.